It has been 8 years, if you can believe it, since we all experienced historic flooding here in the Midlands. It caused death and destruction, and believe it or not, there are some areas of our community that still haven't recovered.
Columbia's Belvedere community, located near Beltline Boulevard and Two Notch Road, is getting some help with repairs thanks to state funding. News 19's Becky Buds has the story.
Sounds of construction echo throughout Columbia's Belvedere neighborhood. Residents can now look around at the progress made since the 2015 floods, which some find hard to forget.
Oh, let me tell you something. The water was so bad, you couldn't see nothing on the yard. It was just like a river.
Diane Wiley evacuated her home when the flood hit. Nearly 8 years later, she returned to a completely gutted and repaired home.
It feels good. It feels good. 8 years. And I didn't get no kind of funding, no assistance for rental, nothing.
Wiley's wasn't the only property in dire need of repair. She says for years, she and her neighbors asked for help, but were unsuccessful.
You know, and they neglected this neighborhood. They neglected the neighborhood, and that it wasn't right.
Then, a beacon of hope. State Representative Leon Howard secured $4 million in the state budget to address the repair and renovation of over 40 homes in this community. 20 are already completed. 20 more are expected to be done by March.
They need even more in other communities as well as Belvedere, because you're talking about decades of neglect, so it's going to take some time to ensure that the people in these communities are made whole.
Anthea Davis, who has been a resident in the neighborhood for 30 years, is seeing her home undergo significant improvements, including brand new electrical wiring and HVAC systems.
I feel real good, happy, because this is, hadn't been done. I couldn't afford to do it.
Howard says the biggest obstacle for this elderly minority community was simply not knowing how to get help.
But I find that unacceptable, because they should have had a navigator, someone to come out and help these people with this paperwork, to get the paperwork in the proper place to get the assistance they need. Because
Davis and Wiley expressing relief that they'll be able to stay in their homes for years to come.
I ain't going nowhere. I'll be right here.
I was almost ready to leave the neighborhood, but I'm not going to let nobody run me away.
Reporting in Columbia, Becky Buds, News 19 WLTX.